We are one night away from Election Day, and no one knows what's going to happen. Trump's confident, Kamala claims she's confident. And the polls say it's a dead heat.
Are you better off now than you were 4 years ago? Together, we will fight, 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 and win, win, win.
Let's get out the vote. Let's get out the vote. Let's get out the vote. Let's win. I love Gen Z. My plan will be about cutting taxes for workers and middle-class families and small businesses.
Kamala talks about fixing the economy, but why doesn't she do it?
Kamala broke it, and I will fix it, and fast.
We are fighting for a democracy right now. And we love our democracy, and democracy can be a bit complicated sometimes.
America will be bigger, better, bolder, richer, safer, and stronger than ever before.
Here's the thing, we like hard work. Hard work is good work. Hard work is joyful work.
I've been waiting 4 years for this.
Kamala, you're fired. Get the hell out. Get the hell out of here. You're out of here.
Trump spent the day zigzagging from North Carolina to Carolina and finally Michigan, where he closes it out before midnight. And because NBC broke the law by inviting Harris on SNL and not Trump, the network was forced to give him equal time on another show. And he chose Sunday Night Football.
Hello to our great sports fans, and I hope you're having a fantastic time. We're 2 days away from the most important election in the history of our country. We've got to save our country, and it needs saving. It's in very bad shape. We have to straighten out our country. We have to close our borders. We have to lower our taxes. We have to get rid of inflation, and we're going to do it. Just remember, Kamala and her friends broke it. I'll fix it. Most important election in the history of our country. Go and vote.
Harris spent the day in Pennsylvania. She'll be in Philly tonight with Lady Gaga. Celebrities are the only way she can fill seats. Before that, she was going door to door looking for votes. Watch this.
How are you? Maria? Hi. Hi. I'm a happy yes, you go. How's it going? It's the day before the election, but I just wanted to come by and say I hope to earn your vote.
Talk about ending the campaign with a whimper. I almost feel bad for her. Both candidates have spent the most time in Pennsylvania. The Keystone State seems to be the key to victory. The race in Pennsylvania, according to the polls, is tied. It's also tied in Michigan and Wisconsin. Harris can't afford to lose any of these states because Donald Trump's ahead in North Carolina, Georgia, Arizona, and Nevada. It looks close, but the Trump campaign feels good about where they are because of the early vote. For the first time in history, Republicans are ahead in the early vote. That's in person and in mail-in ballots combined. They're ahead in Arizona, Georgia, North Carolina, and Nevada, and have cut Democrats' early vote lead in Pennsylvania by half. We'll have more inside information about the early vote later in the show, but the Trump campaign says women and urban voters are down, and rural voters are showing up big. The Democrats are counting on a big turnout on Election Day, which historically rarely happens for them. They are relying on enthusiasm so far, but we haven't seen any enthusiasm show up in their vote yet. IT has David Axelrod worried.
So what I'm worried about is you're counting on some women who are independent Republican women to come out and vote for Harris. Is that going to materialize? Is the gender gap going to be what you need it to be? Are minority voters going to come out in the numbers of African American voters in particular, and are you going to get the margins that you want there? So there are a lot of open questions. This race is filled with uncertainty.
Wall Street, who pays guys millions of dollars to know things before they happen, is seeing the same thing. The expectation is Donald Trump will win the White House in just a few days. We'll know shortly.
I think the pollsters are getting this wrong. We're all missing something because they're giving us the same poll over and over again. They're telling us we're watching a basketball game where every play is a jump ball. Somewhere, somebody is missing something. I think I'm not going to call it a wave, but I think there's a wavelet out there of Republican enthusiasm and registration.
This election really started with the raid. Biden sending the FBI to turn Trump's house upside down rallied the party around him. After that, it was overkill. Indictment after indictment after indictment. Even a mug shot. Then unconstitutionally excessive fines and a 6-week show trial. Trump's numbers began to skyrocket. Biden was in trouble, so he gambled and called for an early debate. A gamble he lost so badly he lost the nomination. The Democrats stripped Biden of his delegates and forced him off the stage with a gun to his head. Meanwhile, guns were loaded for Trump. And nearly died in Butler. The assassin was put down by the Biden administration. They stonewalled investigators, seized the shooter's phones, burned his body, and still to this day we know nothing. Kamala's war chest and the Democrats forced her onto the party stage and manufactured a bounce that began to F. What do you think? Who will win the election? Write on the comment box.